about that culture, plan, ambition, enable that starting from a small company to now become a real major industry force?
I think it comes down to leadership. I've had the luxury of working for two people directly who I probably think are two of the most iconic businessmen of our era, of our generation, Ed Whitaker and Carlos Slim. And Ed told me my job was to get the company ready because there was going to be an opportunity. So I spent the next 18 months selling everything that wasn't bolted down. I mean, we sold every asset that wasn't just critical and strategic to us. We took our debt in 18 months from $30 billion to zero. Boom, right, in 18 months. Within that 18-month period, we went out and acquired AT&T Wireless. And it was probably the greatest acquisition we as a company have done because it positioned us into the mobile company that we are today. And so again, what happened? Crisis, chaos, a vacuum is created, people pull out, you get yourself ready, and then we stepped in at a moment when it was still very uncertain in our industry and companies were stressed. And really, I believe that was perhaps the platform for making us the company that we are today. And so I carry that a step forward, and I was given the job I'm in June of 2007 as CEO. And it was just a few months later that, Lehman is about to go under, and we have the big world financial crisis. That all happens, kind of beginning of 2008 is when all this starts to kind of crater. And you just ask lessons learned and what are the leadership principles that you learn? Well, the leadership principle I learned is one I just articulated because in 2008, people sucked. They just pulled out. They just sucked in the reins, pulled everything in. Everybody stopped investing. We did an iPhone deal, and we started investing in our mobile business like we have never invested in the history of our company. And over the next 5 years, it became us and Verizon who were kind of leading the charge in the mobile internet. And you begin to realize that those moments of chaos are generally, most often, the greatest moments of opportunity. If you want to change a business, if you want to change an industry, those moments of chaos are when you do it. And I'll give you an example.
What do you see as the big trends and drivers that you need to think about that keep you up at night?
Why is it that the U.S. is driving the technology, the standards, and the innovation cycles? It's because the U.S. is where the lion's share of the capital is being invested. Capital investment drives this. And so the technology and the innovation comes with the capital's being spent. Are we doing everything in the U.S. to ensure that we are motivated, we are incentivizing that kind of capital investment and deployment? What keeps me awake at night is 5 years from now, is that still the case? 5 years from now, are Chinese companies going to be driving the standards? Are Chinese companies going to be driving the technological innovation? First and foremost in my mind, what do we do from a public policy standpoint that ensures the United States retains the preeminent position in technological innovation, standard setting in the mobile internet? And are we doing the things that will perpetuate this, or are we doing things that are hindering and could actually cause us to fall behind?